Uh, let's take this away. Let's get rid of that silly photo of me. Just 1 second. Where is it? There we go. And everything sounds good. Testing. It sounds good. That's good. I can take that out. Hello, everyone. I'm back again. How are we all? Let's have a look. Yeah, hello, Mascara. How are you doing? Mascara seems to be the only one who's posted. Kendo. Hello, Kendo. And how are we all? Anyone else joining us tonight? Yeah, I've posted the Buy Me a Ko-fi for anyone who wants to contribute to Jason's flowers. I've said if you wish to contribute to the flowers and the hospice who looked after Jason when he was recovering from a previous operation, please click on the link above. Thank you in advance for all your amazing contributions we've had so far. And so far, we've had nearly £200 worth of contributions. So absolutely amazing. So yeah, if you want to click on it, I'll just quickly show you. If you do click on it, this is where it will take you. Let me just go back here and just show you what we've got. Let me just share my screen just 1 second. Share screen. Okay. Entire screen. That one. Okay. Share. So yeah, this is where it will take you. This one. So yeah, if you want to make a contribution, donate to the house, please do so. I set this up a few days ago. I think it was Monday I set it up. I've written, hi everyone, this is Robert from Healthfreedom UK and Raconteurs News. Jason's funeral takes place on Wednesday the 3rd of May. If you wish to donate flowers and to the hospice who previously supported Jason, I will organise the flower tribute and send the rest of the money to the hospice. I will be attending the funeral on behalf of all the subscribers. Many thanks, Robert. Okay, so there you go. And there's a nice picture of Jason there. And there's the wonderful logo. So let's just stop sharing that now. So I hope that gets everyone's approval. Not trying to be disrespectful, just trying to organise things, that's all. So I hope everyone's, I hope everyone's okay and you're all in a good mood. Let's get the legal stuff out of the way. First of all, anything I say tonight is not from a doctor, because I'm Robert. I'm not a doctor. That's what it says down here. Look, not a doctor, Robert. Although it was a great tune in, I believe, 1966 from the Beatles, Dr. Robert. Yes, it was. Very good tune. And yeah, thank you for all joining me again. It's another show. So what have I got for you tonight? So tonight I've got some health news that I'll be sharing with you. And I've also got... oh, yeah, I want to share with you that I'm actually... Is the picture sharper, do you think, tonight? Because guess what? I'm back to good old Windows. Yep. I gave up on the iMac. I looked back at the show and I was listening to the sound and I really didn't think it was that great. I didn't realize that it's actually quite an old Mac. Actually, it's 10 years old. And my son is going to update it, but it's just, I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't like all the new modern cameras, and it doesn't like the new modern microphones. And I've invested in those. And yeah, why not? You know, why don't you want to see me looking sharp as possible and sounding as sharp as possible? One of the other things is that I had some feedback on was that people said that that the chat was much slower. I was not reacting to the chat as much. So yeah, thanks, James. Yes, it is sharper. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. That's great. And I'll say hello to everyone now. So there we go. Let's go to the top here and say hello. I've already said hello to Mascara. Hello, Kendo. Hello, Amanda. And JJ's in. Hello, JJ. and James. Hello, James. Spanish. Hello. Who else? Oh, hang on. Let me just go back down here. JJ Kendo, Spanish, James, and that's it, I think, so far. So there's a few people maybe just in the chat that's not wanting to comment. Sound okay? Oh, Sean Hammer. Hello, Sean. Welcome. We haven't seen you for ages. It's great to see you, Sean. I hope you're doing well, man. We haven't seen you for ages. So I'm sorry there's been no Raconteurs news show. But I'm sure everyone knows why. Still don't know what's going to happen with the show. Really don't know. So I think Danielle and Jimmy will be discussing that. Thank you for whoever has just donated, because I've just had notification to say that someone's just donated another tenner. So thank you so much. That's really kind of you. I really appreciate it. And how are you, Sean? It's been a long time since we've seen you. Are you going to come on to the after chat? I don't know how long this chat's going to be. The show's tonight. It might be just an hour show. So again, it's just a thrown together show, just to bring the community together, because there is no Raconteurs news at the moment. So I'm just trying to bring people together just to be able to, just get us chatting amongst each other and see what happens from there. I'm still sadly getting people that have sent messages on some of my videos saying I had no idea that Jason had passed away. So it's a bit sad, really, because I think that it must be a real shock for them, like it was for everyone. That his passing just suddenly happened. But some people might have just thought that he got banned, that the channel got banned for a while or whatever, but sadly that's the way it is. But we'll see what's going to happen in the future. We'll have a after chat show. I'll put the link up. What I'm also going to do, like I just said to you, I'm going to do some health news. I'm also going to I've got another bit of trivia for you. Yeah, I've got some British TV quiz questions, and I've got some classic TV questions as well. If you're up for that, let me know if you're up for that in the chat. Last week, I did the Guess the Tune, and that went down quite well. Again, it's just a little bit of light-hearted fun, not for long, just something that will just test your brain and see where that goes. And if you like it, then just let me know. If you don't like it, we can stop it. What's my news? Well, I still haven't been down to my allotment because it's still too cold for me to start planting out my plants here in the UK, because I've got some American people that watch the show as well, and Canadian, I believe. So I didn't want to put anything into the ground yet because it's way too cold. It's all right if you've got a paraffin heater in your polytunnel, Amanda. But I don't have that luxury, no. Or if you're like Spanish, you've got a nice greenhouse you can plant up things in. How's my titties looking tonight? Spanish, yeah. Not too tight. I've done a change tonight. Oh, good evening, Miss Blue Sky. I've done a change tonight. I was wearing a blue jumper, but unfortunately, I decided to spill a bit of chip sauce down it. And it got a nasty stain on it, so I had to change my jumper. And where was that? That was I met up with the one and only and the legendary, who is Ron. Yes, I drove all the way down to Hertfordshire. And I met up with Ron, and we walked up to a local Wetherspoons in his high street, and we shared a good old chat and a bit of a couple of pints, and it was lovely. He's a Guinness man. He's a Guinness man, and I tried the JJ. I met Ron. Yep, Yeah, that's the second raccoon I've met in face to face. The first one was Chris. Where is Chris tonight, little devil? Yeah, the second raccoon I met was Ron, and the first one was Chris. So, and I'll probably be meeting a few more raccoons next Wednesday at the funeral. Sadly, but yeah, it was great to meet Ron. I've got some photo. I've got a photo. I'll show you where is it? Let me just share my screen again. Hang on. Let me find it. Where is it? Talk amongst yourselves. What have I done with me Telegram? Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Not that one. Ron. There we go. Right. So let's. Oh, okay. So if I just make that small. Right. Let me come back to the chat and then I'll share my screen. I've got StreamYard, present, share screen, entire screen, there, and share. Okay. And now we're going to go to, there we go. And I sent this to, there we go. Look, two old buggers together. You wouldn't believe that Ron's 107, would you? Ron's not watching the show tonight. He's having a little snooze because he is 107, but he will watch the replay. Ron, it was great to meet you. Oh my goodness, what's happening to my voice? It was great to meet you today, Ron. And we shared stories. We're both sort of London boys, so it was nice to share stories. There we go. Look, can you see that blue jumper I was wearing? That got a nice chip stain down it from the sauce. I had a burger and chips today. And here's another one. There's us just having a ponder on the bench outside one of those lovely buildings we were walking past. And here's another. There's Ron smiling. Look, there's me going, I can't bloody see anything. It's too sunny. But yeah, it was great to meet Ron today. And yeah, let me come back to the chat. Let me come back. Let me see then. What's people been saying? Anyone else in the... Oh, the Pete's in. Hello, Pete. How you doing? Oh, Pete, I must give you a spanner, actually. I forgot. Yeah. Hello, Pete. Miss Blue Sky's in now as well. Hello, Miss Blue Sky. The Cockney twins, says Kenda. Yeah, I don't think so, Kenda. Oh, Kenda, I'll be making your tablets tomorrow. Yeah. So I might actually do a little video, a video short on it as well. I'm making Kendo some vitamin C capsules that I want to send him. So yeah, I can't do it. I can't make people moderators in when the show's live, but I can do it in the after show. So I'll do that for you. Did anyone see Pete and Cookie's show last night? It was very good. Very good. I caught a bit of it, not all of it, but I caught some of it. You're welcome, Ken. You're very welcome. Yeah, so I was just busy drinking with Ron today. So yeah, we're going to do. Let me know what if you're happy to do that. We'll do. What have you been up to today, anyway? Have you been up to anything interesting this week? Have you been doing any more gardening? The after show was better, was it, Pete? Do you know what? I think Dinny told me you did an after show. I didn't even know that you did an after show. Cheers, everyone, to Jason. Nice bit of Rioja there. Yeah, is it me or has it gone cold again? It's bloody cold in Bedfordshire. Really cold, really cold. Let's do some. What else have I got here that I was going to tell you? Oh, yeah. So we've got an after chat as well. I told you about the Jason's flowers. I've done the legal stuff. I'm not a doctor. So if you want some proper advice, go and speak to a doctor. Oh, yeah. I'm also going to do what was number one on your birthday. So if you can you share with me, if you want to, what was the number one song on the day you were born? I know it's going to give your age away, but mine was Little Children. I don't know who it was by. Someone might be able. Someone, what was it? Little Children. Little Children song. Hang on. No, not Little Children's Cold. Littlewood's Children's. Little Children song. Who was it by? 1964 hit. Here we go. Billy J. Kramer and the Dakotas. Little Children. There you go. It's not a very good song. I don't think so. It's not as cool as maybe, having the Rolling Stones as your number one when you were born, is it really? But yeah. If you don't know, I can always go on to Mr. Google. James has got no idea. James, if we can always just look it up. What was the number one? Let's have a look. I'll get it ready. So if anyone wants to know what their number one was, number ones, British or UK number ones on the year you were born. Let's have a look. all your birthday number ones, mate. Oh, there you go. I've got it up. I've got it ready now. So anyone wants to know, just put your birthday or the year. Well, it's up to you. Some people don't want to know, do they? They don't want to give away. According to Google, it was George Baker selection, Paloma Bianco in the Lowlands. Huh. Is that where you get Lowlands from, Pete? There you go. There you go. Interesting. Spanish as the sun's gone in. Okay. So, yeah, I've also got this 120 classic TV question trivia, but I've also got some British TV trivia, which is let's have a look. Yeah, I could do it that way. Yeah, there's different rounds, so we can. Yeah, just do it that way. That's not a problem, is it? So I've got. I made some. I went on and I've got some. Oh, good evening, Mr. Carr. Don't forget you can play with your spanner, Mr. Carr. I wasn't born yet. Yeah. So let's do some headlines then. Some health headlines. After all, this is a health show. Now be prepared for dog flu. I'll share the screen actually. Here we go. Let me just do this. Share screen. Present. Share screen. Window. Chrome tab. No, window. There we are. Yeah, entire screen. Yeah. Okay. Share that, and then we'll do that. There we go. Now be prepared for dog flu, mutated form of avian influenza that strikes canines is creeping towards being able to infect humans, scientists say. The study carried out by specialists at the China Agricultural University in Beijing found the virus is now showing signs of being better able to recognize human cell receptors. So, dog flu. Any jokes with dog flu? Can we do any jokes with dog flu? That'd be good, wouldn't it? Let me come back to that. Oh, I copied that twice. Look at that. Yeah. Bad news. Men lose twice as much fat by dieting, but scientists claim your slim attempts will be more successful once you turn 45. Men win the battle of sexes when it comes to losing weight from calorie deficit diets, but only until the age of 45, when the rate of weight loss equalizes for both males and females. Oh, there you go then. I'm only just 45. So there you are. The GP will see you now, but only for a couple of minutes. More than 51 million appointments last year lasted fewer than 5 minutes, analyst reveals. The House of Commons Library analysed NHS data on the duration of in-person and remote GP consultations from March 22, when the figures were first published, to February 2023. So there you go. Your GP will spend at least 5 minutes with you. What's the longest a GP's ever spent with you? I mean, I had reason to go and see a GP not so long ago. I know it's amazing, yeah. And the GP spent, I'd say, 10 minutes with me. What's your average? What's your average that a GP spends with you? I mean, honestly, the advice that I got from the GP wasn't very good. It wasn't very good, and I did come out thinking, why did I go here? Why did I come here? You know, I really didn't understand why. Extreme lengths. This made me laugh. This is a really good one. Really, really good one. Ron will appreciate this. Extreme lengths. Number of short men getting leg lengthening surgery to add a few inches to their height has doubled in the past 3 years, plastic surgeon claims. And look, here we go. You've got a before and after. I mean, you can clearly see he's much taller, can't you? Look at that. Look. Dr. Shahib Mahbouban said he is performing twice as many leg lengthening surgeries, which cost between $75,000 to $170,000 at his clinic in California, now compared to 3 years ago. The rise has been attributed to the Tinder generation's obsession with dating taller men and short men being passed up for opportunities at work and in relationships. Minnesota man Moses Gibson, 41, pictured left, before surgery and middle after surgery, made international headlines last week after having 2 excruciating, painful surgeries. Pictured right, recovering from surgery to add 5 inches to his height, taking him from a below average 5'5" to 5'10". Wow, that is extreme. That really is extreme, isn't it? I mean, I don't know what they do, but personally, I wouldn't want to have surgery like that. I wouldn't want surgery, full stop. Britain should open up spring COVID booster drive to all over 50s amid fears over super infectious Arcturus strain, experts claim. More Brits should get the COVID booster jab, some experts say, amid growing concern over the super infectious COVID strain Arcturus. But other scientists say worries are premature. The new variant, thought to be the most infectious, which has spawned since the pandemic, already makes up 1 in 40 news cases in the UK. Its explosion onto the scene has sparked fears it might drive a fresh wave, mirroring chaotic scenes in India, where mask mandates have already been brought back in order to curb the virus's resurgence. Over 75s are the only age group currently eligible to get another jab as part of the government's latest booster program. However, all care home residents and anyone aged 12 plus and deemed at risk because of their health conditions will be offered one too. You lucky people. Let's come back then and let's see what you're saying. Let's stop sharing that. Let's come back to the chat. Let's have a look. Go back up. What have people been saying? So Kendo's saying this was his song, Al Martino, Here in My Heart, #1 in January 1952. Can you sing it for us, Ken? Never heard it before. I've never heard of that song before. Never. Spanish Chicken, My Dog Has No Nose. I've never heard that song in Spanish. How does it go? How much is that doggy with no nose? My dog has no nose. How does it smell? Bloody awful. Yeah, I know. And James Owen says, I Remember You by Frank Ifield. I remember you. Oh, God, why do I remember that song? I'm sorry. Let's hide that comment. Spanish Chicken always yodeled as a kid, James. It was a yodely song, wasn't it? It was a yodely song, wasn't it? If you don't know what yodeling is, then ask a Swiss man. Manda says Kendo is a fellow Capricorn. First tune I remember, Last Train to San Fernando by Johnny Duncan. Yeah, what was the first tune you remember? Or what was the first record you bought? Okay, I'm going to embarrass myself now. No, in fact, I'm not embarrassing myself. It was bought for me. But sadly, the first record that was bought for me was Jimmy Osmond, a long-haired lover from Liverpool. My mother had no taste. Yeah, so there you go. Starfish, with regards to the height in question, Pete is saying just make ceilings lower. You know, we used to be giants as far as I'm concerned. I mean, look at the doors that you've got in these old buildings. A lot of people talk about Tartaria, don't they? And the Tartarian buildings. Talking of which, when I was seeing Ron today, some of the buildings, the architecture was incredible where he lives. You know, I just love looking at the old architecture. Chris said to me that Sheffield's got some really lovely old buildings, so I'm looking forward to seeing that when I go up there. Miss Blue Sky says, oh wow, ouch, I heard that's well painful. Please, two short men, you guys are great. Fuck surgery. Yeah, exactly. Kendo says Capricorns rule. No, they don't, Kendo. I was married to a Capricorn. Huge mistake. Huge. I think it depends on what side of a Capricorn, you know, you're on. Because if you're on the dark side, like the dark side of the moon, if you're on the dark side of Capricorn, which my wife was, she was born on Christmas Eve. She was a bit dark. I mean, that's that period, isn't it? It's the shortest days of the year. And she was dark, man. She was really, really dark. Dinny saying, I want to hold your hand. That's very nice of you, Dinny. The Beatles, isn't it? Well, that was #1, was it, Dinny, when you were born? Nice. And what was the first song that you got bought? Come on, I've just embarrassed myself with my one. What was yours? Let's have a look. Ken looks like you got to hold his knob then. Disgusting, Miss Blue Sky. Snake says, that's a cool tune. Snake, was that the first tune you bought, or was it #1 when you were born? Because I'm getting confused now. But that's a good tune. When I saw her face, now I'm a believer. There's not a trace. That was a great program. See, all linked. That was a great TV program, wasn't it? The Monkeys as well. I used to love that. The Monkeys. Here they come, walking down the street. We get funniest looks from everyone we meet. Hey, hey, we're the Monkeys. I won't carry on. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. Yeah, Spanish is saying they can stick their poison jabs up their fecking arses. Absolutely. Well said. Kendo's being funny. Never heard it, Robert. I was a baby at the time. Yeah, very good. Yeah. JJ's. Oh, that's a cool tune, JJ. The Jacksons. I Want You Back. Oh, sorry. I was getting carried away there. First Goodbye to Jane by Slade. Mascara Snake. First Goodbye to Jane by Slade. I must admit, I don't know that song, Snake. I don't know that one. Not familiar with it. Dennis says Free Bird. That was a good tune. 'Cause I'm free. Free. Oh, is that one? I don't know. That might be one. Mascara says that was his number one when he was born. And Pete is saying, George Harrison, I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on. I think that was produced by the legend who is Jeff Lynne, I believe. James Owen, Paper Lace. Billy, Don't Be a Hero. I remember, but that was a great song. I love that song. Billy, don't be a hero. Don't be a fool with your life. Da, 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 da. Great song. Love that. That was the days when songs had like meaning to them, didn't it? You know, they told stories. And that was about a man who went to war, and they asked for someone to jump up out of the pits of the war ground in the pits and go and send a message over there. And Billy put his hand up. He said, "I'll do it." But his wife had said to him before he went, "Billy, don't be a hero." He didn't listen, did he? He died a hero. Good old Billy. Welcome to Healthfreedom UK. If you've just joined us or you've come across this wonderful show, it's lovely having you here. This is a random live show that I like to do occasionally, but I will be back to more health news very shortly. I'll be giving you updates on my electroculture garden that I have in my allotment, and I'll be doing videos about my plants that I'm planting. So stick with it. There'll be more material coming along. 206 subscribers now. Matt last week was the 200th subscriber. I think that was Friday, wasn't it? I can't remember now. And so we're up to 206. So if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And if you like this show, thumbs up, people. Thumbs up. It helps with the stats. And if you don't like the show, I'm sorry. Simple as that, really. And like the show if you can, and join the show if you're not already a member. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Should we get back and do some more? Miss Blue Sky, how do you know so much about music? Go on, Popmaster. Go on, Popmaster. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to go on Popmaster. Ken Bruce. Oh, yeah, 1 year out. Ken Bruce, who can now be found on Greatest Hits Radio, can't you? Have you heard that 1 in 10 now, or something on BBC Radio 2 that's taken over? What do you think of that? Is that any good? Oh, it's all right. I think you get 1 point for the first question, 2 points for the second question, and so on. And there's 10 questions, and you can play a joker or something like that, if I remember rightly. You and Chicken unsubbed, did you, Dinny? I'll take your spanner off you little git. Nah. A free plug for Ken Bruce. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I'll give Ken Bruce a plug. As long as he does a plug for me as well. Let's share the screen again. Let's do some more entire screen. Let's do this. Share. Let's get back to some headlines. Here we go. We've done that one. I didn't know I'd copied this story, actually. As ministers reject an outright smacking ban, does giving your naughty child a short, sharp smack tantamount to child abuse? Oh, I bet that's gonna create some chat in the chat. Two of the UK's leading children's charities, the NSPCC and Barnardo's, had called on ministers to bring England in line with Wales and Scotland by making illegal any physical punishment of children. Yeah, I got physically punished as a child, and I did occasionally give my children a smack when I thought it was deserved. But would I say it was tantamount to child abuse? I don't think so. I think if it carried on, then you could say that it is tantamount to child abuse. But I mean, it's like when you see wildlife, isn't it? And cats and dogs. If in the jungle, if an animal or something is going to be in danger or anything, well, they give them a little slap, don't they? So would you say that? I mean, we're differently. We're made up differently, aren't we? But I know that I've had to do that to my children, but it wasn't that often, and I'm very happy to say that my children turned out really well-mannered, well-rounded, well-behaved adults, and I'm very proud of them. So the problem, I guess, occurs is when people take it too far, isn't it? You know, you can take smacking too far. I mean, but again, it's that old argument, isn't it? It's about if you one person or few cases be able to stop any form of punishment. The question is stopping punishment also creating another problem where children can then do the opposite thing, can't they? And they can say, well, I know you're not allowed to do this to me because I can get you into trouble, and therefore I'm going to be even naughtier now. And then it goes on, doesn't it? It goes to that point where they're just doing whatever they like, and there's no discipline, and they don't understand barriers. They don't understand their limits. So I think it's a really, really difficult one, this, isn't it? But I personally, I'm with a little bit of a slap now, and as long as you're not smacking them around or booting them, or anything like that. I mean, I was lucky enough that I missed the cane. I mean, there's some people maybe that didn't know that in this country we used to have the cane, didn't we, in school? And I started school just as they finished the cane. But boy, they were still threatening it when I started school. And that scared a lot out of me. That really did scare me. Here's one. Now, again, I've said to you before, when I worked for the NHS, I was a diabetic retinal screener. So this, I like this story. New jab offers hope to 500,000 Britons suffering dry age related macular degeneration, which is a leading cause of blindness. This drug called pegcetacoplan or coplan tackles dry age-related macular degeneration, or dry AMD, which affects more than 500,000 Britons and causes a quarter of severe sight loss cases in the UK. The drug tackles, blah, 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 blah. The jabs can slow the eye damage that causes vision loss by more than a third, according to research. The condition is far more prevalent in elderly people, affecting about 1 in 5 over 90s. There have been several advances in the treatment and of the less common wet AMD, where sight loss happens rapidly. This type is caused by an overgrowth of blood vessels that leak fluid into a part of the eye called the macula, which gives the eye a clear vision in the direct line of sight, so your central vision, essential for activities such as reading or driving. Drugs that stop this process are effective for preserving vision, known as anti-VEGF medications. They are given as injections directly into the white of the eye and stop the release of proteins that cause leaky blood vessels. Dry AMD occurs when, for reasons not fully understood, cells responsible for vision in the macula begin to die, leading to a gradual loss of vision. Previously, there has been no treatment. Well, I would say, it says for reasons not fully understood. I think your health, I think your diet has got a lot to do with this as well. I think there can be stress involved. If we bring the whole German New Medicine, maybe there's a bit of that. I spoke about German New Medicine is you reacting to a shock, and maybe it's something you didn't want to see, and it can affect your eyes. So there's that sort of thing. I personally do take. I had an eye condition many years ago, about 20 years ago, and I take specifically a tablet that will give my eye support, and it's called Ultra Bilberry Lutein and Zeaxanthin. Now, lutein is one of the most important things, and basically it's what you get out of dark berries. But it says the bilberry used in blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's 1 tablet a day. I just take this, and I don't have any association with vitobiotics, just for the record. And I have to say, this and giving up smoking has really made a difference to my sight. I used to get broken lines. So if you was to look at let me just stop sharing this, and I'll show you what I mean. If I was to look at a grid like this, okay, a grid of lines, I'll just show you, right? There you go, like that. Yeah, I would have broken lines. And that's a good way of knowing whether you've got an eye problem. If you just do a grid like that, literally like that, and then you hold your hand over it, so you make a grid. It's called an Amsler grid. And if you make lines like this, okay, like a bit like noughts and crosses, and then you look at the center here, and then your off-centered sight might see a broken line and things like that. That can also indicate to you that you've got some sight issues going on, and it's not always obvious. It really isn't. So that's a really quick, simple thing to do. You put your hand over one eye like that, and you look with one eye, because don't do it. You can't do it with two. You look with one eye at the Amsler grid, and then let your vision come back, and do the same with the other eye. Yes, it's me with no glasses. Look at that. Yeah, I know. So it's a really good test to try. So do try it. I'll carry on now with the story. Dry AMD occurs for no reasons, blah, blah, blah. But following positive results from international trials, including some carried out in the UK hospitals, the US health watchdog, the Food and Drug Administration, has given This drug, the green light for patients with severe dry AMD. Meanwhile, the UK drug watchdog, is carrying out its own checks on the treatment with a view to approving its use. I'd expect it to be approved at least to some patients by the end of this year or early next, says Dr. Christina Diener, the ophthalmology research lead at London Northwest University Healthcare Trust, who led the UK trials. Experts have described the discovery of this drug, which is given once or twice a month as an injection in hospital, as a seminal moment for AMD patients. I used to see lots of AMD patients, age macular degeneration, and it is a horrible, horrible thing. There are lots of forms of blindness. There's, when people before I got into eyes, people used to say, well, I used to think blindness was like you just couldn't see. No, there's blindness where you lose your central vision. There's blindness where you've only got maybe 60% of your vision. There's all sorts of blindness. But AMD is one of the worst ones. And one of the best things to do is have a healthy diet. And also not to smoke, because smoking reduces the amount of oxygen going to the tiny capillaries in your blood vessels. And I'll say this again, when I smoked, I could notice the difference, and my eyes were definitely worse. Researchers gave 1,250 patients the advanced dry AMD, one of the 3 treatments, injections monthly, injections every other month, or a dummy jab. After 18 months, those who had monthly jabs saw an average of 22% reduction in disease progression compared with the dummy group. In some patients, the figure was as high as 36%. There was an average of 17% reduction in those receiving the injection every other month. Excuse me. It goes on to say, so it's just saying, the thought of having a needle stuck in your eye isn't nice, but there's no pain because they give you anesthetic drops, he says, and you barely feel it. So that's very nice. Let's come back to the chat. Let's see what's let me see what's being said. Let me go back up here. Let's have a look. Yeah, cost. James Owen, not saying my first record purchase to cringe. Go on, James, say it. Come on, it can't be as bad as bloody Jimmy Osmond, long-haired lover from Liverpool. Yeah, we did that one. Yes, Manda says, don't forget to thumbs up. Yes, thank you, Manda, for reminding everyone. Thank you for that. Right, so James is saying, never done me any harm, a smack. Spanish is saying, if you don't punish your kids, they will grow up to be lefty twats. It's probably true. Miss Blue Sky is saying, nah, a smack once in a blue moon when they are proper acting up, I don't think is a bad thing. It's only parents who have mad anger issues and keep doing it, but then it doesn't work anyway. It's true, it doesn't. Dinny's old enough to remember we used to get the cane and pump in school. A pump? Cane and pump. What's the pump? I don't know what that is. You must be bloody old. Kendo says, I held the record for the most cane delivered to a pupil back in 1968. We got 3 canes for smoking. I'd given up hiding feckum at least 3 times a week. I got caught. Did he? We got 2 for smoking and 4 for fighting. What was your smokers area called back in school? Ours was called Cancer Corner. Cancer Corner. Oh dear. At least we had a sense of humour about it. Kendo, it never bothered it. Eat blackberries. Yeah, Spanish, you're right. I've still got some blackberries actually in my freezer from last year. I must eat them actually. Yeah, with regarding to your eyes, Miss Blue Sky says that's why you got to look after your blood sugars. Sugary blood destroys how well your veins works, and veins are everywhere. So that's how people's feet and eyes and knobs get fucked. Yeah, because if you've got diabetes and you got high blood sugars, you can lose your feet as well as your eyesight. It's not good. It's not good getting diabetes. It really isn't. Smoking is the cause of all illnesses, says James. Yeah. Denny says, Robert, what do you think of the laser op for eyes? So when I was in hospital, and I used to work with consultants with eyes, a lot of the top consultants wore glasses, didn't he? I wouldn't do it. And I think it only lasts for about 10 years. I mean, you hear some people, it was great. But I used to also see some people who'd come into my clinic and they had the laser treatment therapy to correct their vision, and it went wrong. You know, do you want to take that chance? In fact, I think there was a story in the Daily Snail this week about people that had therapy that had gone wrong with their eyes. The laser treatment. Yeah, I wish it was vodka Spanish. No, it's not. No, I don't wish it was vodka. I'm not really a vodka. Hey, Tony. Welcome, Tony. Nice to see you. How are you? Kendo's must be made of steel. Oh, I see with the smacking. Yeah. What's Sean saying? Did Sean say something? Punishment and reward is animal obedience training, says Sean. Yeah, maybe. And Kendo says it never worked on me, Sean. Pavlovian trained sheep. Pavlov's dog. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Nice to see you, Tony. I know it's a difficult time for us all, mate. And I'm glad you're here. It's welcome. Maybe you can join us in the after chat. And hello, Rich T. How are you? Nice to see you. People saying hello to Rich. Just once again, for anyone who doesn't know, there is, because I did say it. I mean, it was an hour ago now. I did say it at the beginning of the show. Anyone who wants to donate to Jason's flowers for his funeral, I set up a Buy Me a Ko-fi page, and all the donations will go towards a nice spray of flowers. I'm not going to say what it is yet, but it's going to be a nice spray of flowers, and also the rest of the money that we raise will go to the hospice. And this is what Danielle has asked as well, what she's requested as well. So if you want to donate, please do so. If you don't, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I've put the link in the channel, and I've said it at the beginning as well. And so, yeah, you're very welcome to donate. You can donate with either eBay or a credit card. It really makes no difference. I did look around for the best thing, and that was one of the easiest ones to do. But it does take a bit of commission. They all do, to be honest with you. They all take a bit of commission. So there's nothing you can do about that. Let's go back to presenting some more news stories, see if I can interest you. Entire screen there. Let's go back to my, okay. The Green Beret Commando is cured of crippling back pain from 8 years of lugging heavy kit around war zones after taking medicinal cannabis. Not that we're approving it here. A commando who underwent... oh, let's get rid of this. I think you might be able to see that. Let's just close that. Yeah. No, remove the files. That's it. Yeah. A commando who underwent 5 operations on his spine has told how he can finally play football again with his kids after a medical cannabis prescription ended years of crippling back pain. Rick Swain, pictured right in hospital, an inset holding a gun, 40s from Wales, suffers from chronic inflammatory arthritis called something spondylitis. Oh, my mum's got spondylitis, which was aggravated by carrying a 120-pound army kit through danger zones across the world, leaving him immobile and bedridden for weeks at a time. The dad of 4 said, I'd spent years lugging heavy kit around hostile locations. One day, I could be climbing up a treacherous mountain, and the next, I could be wading through swamps in a snake-infested jungle. So there you go. That's the Green Beret man who was cured after he took medicinal cannabis. And I believe there are medicinal cannabis things now that you can get. And you can get a medicinal cannabis license, I think. I hate that fucking license. It makes no sense, does it? Or you can get a card, a cannabis card, I believe. And who's Kobo? Who's Kobo? Native American are about to claim dictatorship in North America, and good thing we have AI and sensors for you all. Thank you, Kobo. Kobo is a new person. Not seen Kobo before, but thank you for that comment. Let me have a look here. If there's any other news I want to share with you, any other news stories I want to share with you, let me just see. Bear with. Oh, okay. Yeah. Here's one for you. Let's share this with you. StreamYard. Let's just present that. Share screen. Share screen. Entire screen. Actually, no. Or is it? Yeah. I'll share the entire screen. Yeah, okay. And here it is. Where is it? Charlotte has been left destitute and relying on food banks while Cam's still in shock at losing her husband. The heartbroken families of the AstraZeneca Divic jab victims who say they have been abandoned by the government. 2 years have passed. Let me just make that bigger for you. 2 years have passed since Cam Miller lost her husband, Neil, and the shock at what happened is still audible in her voice. Every morning I wake up and I still can't quite believe that he isn't here, says Cam, 57. Sometimes I even wonder if it was just a bad dream. Then it hits me. this really happened. It was on May the 1st, 2021, while Cam was sat in the kitchen table of the Leicester home browsing online for presents for Neil's 51st birthday, that she'd heard a sickening thud. Charlotte Wright, 36, is now raising her children, Isaac, 9, and Elijah, 3, alone after her husband, Stephen, a clinical psychologist, died aged just 32 due to a stroke soon after having his Divock jab in January 2021. So that's not very nice, is it? That's blooming horrible. That really is horrible. Let's come back to you. So there we go. There's still, and a lot of people aren't getting any, are still not. I mean, look what happened when that MP stood up and wanted to talk about it in the House of Lords. Everyone just walked out. There was hardly anyone there. In fact, you saw a Conservative MP cross the line and tell the opposition parties to move their arses to not listen to this, because if they listen to it, then they have to say they've heard it, and they can be questioned about it. But if they don't hear it, they can't be questioned about it. So someone is saying, Kobo, are you a bot? I don't know, it might be a friend of someone. Cheers, everyone. What are you drinking tonight? What did you have for dinner? I just had a burger and chips lunchtime. That's it. One meal. I'm trying to just do one meal a day. One meal a day. Kobo, are you Mark? Says Dinny. Right. Should we do a little bit of a quiz? Shall we? Yeah. I've got 2 quizzes. Do you want to do that? We've done an hour and 5 minutes. Should we just do a little bit of a quiz? How many traffic lights can you see, Kobo? Yeah. Yeah, James wants to do a quiz. Okay, so I've got 35 plus British TV quiz questions and answers, and all your favorite oh yeah, no, that's something different. And 120 classic TV questions ranked from easiest to hardest. And I've looked at some of these, and they are blooming hard. They really are hard. So let's. I'm gonna. Okay, so this is all for fun. Just write down if you or someone just shout out the answer once I ask the question, and see who gets the answer first. Okay. So let's go. We're going to do. I'm not going to show you this because obviously there's some that it shows you the answers. I'm going to choose some of the questions, not all of them, obviously, because otherwise we'll be here all day. Let's go. And these go now. These should be good for Kendo, because some of these go back to the 1950s. Ken. Right then, in the 1950s, George Reeves donned the costume and became the hero in the syndicated show The Adventures of fill in the blank. In the 1950s, George Reeves donned the costume and became the titular hero in the syndicated show The Adventures of fill in the blank. Give that man, yep. Give that man a medal. Thank you, Tony. Well done. Mascara, you were wrong. Tintin, you were wrong. No, it was Superman. Well done. Well done. Next question. Here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, that's too hard. Some of these are American, obviously, so I don't. I'm just trying to find ones that you might know. Let's have a look. Okay, here's one. The running joke that the TV family was so wholesome they never used the bathroom stated because the network wouldn't allow a toilet to be shown on screen. What was the title of the groovy 1969 sitcom? The running joke that was the TV family was so wholesome they never used the bathroom. What was the name of that TV 1969 sitcom? Answers on the postcard, mate. No, it wasn't the Waltons. It wasn't the Waltons. Let me just check again who it was. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Miss Blue Sky gets it right. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch indeed. Yes, and Tony got it, and so did Snake get it as well. Congratulations. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's go back to this. Let's find you another one. Superintendent Chalmers and Principal Skinner take a trip to Cincy in the Road to Cincinnati, a season 32 episode of what long-running animated series? Come on, this is easy. What long animated series was it? Correct, Mr. Snake. Oh, Simpsons. Da, 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 da. No, Tony, you were wrong. It wasn't South Park. Yeah. You got it right as well, Pete. Well done. In a 1965 TV cartoon special, for what comic strip character does he get small Christmas tree with almost no leaves on it? In a 1965 TV cartoon special, for what comic strip character does he get a small Christmas tree and almost no leaves on it? Come on. La, 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 la. Not quite right. Not quite right. You've got to give you're almost there. You're almost there, people. Come on. Bugs Bunny. Snake says Charlie Brown. I'll give you that one. Yeah, it was the Charlie Brown Christmas special. That was the answer. Well done. What popular ABC sitcom running on ABC from 64 to 72 was about Executive Darren and his marriage to Samantha, who had magical powers? It was reimagined into a 2005 Will Ferrell romantic comedy movie that was not as popular. What was it called? Waiting. Mascara and Tony and Kendo. Bewitched. Yeah, that's correct. It was Bewitched. Da, 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 da. No, that was Dream of Genie, wasn't it? Was it? I don't know. I get confused with those two. Okay. Let's hide that. Thank you very much. Next. Airing from 72 to 82, what CBS dramedy series, it says here, is based on Richard Hooker's 1968 book, which was a novel about 3 army doctors. Come on, this is easy. Come on. No cheating, by the way, everyone. Come on. Yep. Oh, a lot of you get that right. Dinny gets it right. Kendo, Spanish, James. Mascara, and Pete as well. It was indeed MASH. Mass medication shortages in USA. Kane Cordova. Oh, okay. It was MASH, yeah. Let's find you another one. Oh, here's a more difficult one for you. What spin-off All in the Family, starting in 1975, features Sherman Helmsley and Isabel Sanford as a titular African-American couple moving into a white high-rise building due to the success of the family dry cleaning business. What spin-off of All in the Family, starting in 75, features Sherman Helmsley and Isabel Sanford as the titular African-American couple moving into a white high-rise building due to the success of the family dry cleaning business? No, it's American. It's the something. The something. Okay, I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm sure it was a show. I could be mistaken. The Jeffersons. It was the Jeffersons. Yeah, no, that's too easy. You'd all know that one. Sam Malone and Diane Chambers are two of the main characters in what American sitcom television series, which had earned a top 10 rating during 8 of its 11 seasons? Sam Malone and Diane Chambers are two of the main characters in what American sitcom television series that earned a top 10 rating during 8 of its 11 seasons? Hmm? Correct, Mr. Snake. Cheers. I remember this. What 1960s sci-fi TV show co-starring June Lockhart and Bill Mummy is about the Robinson family and their... Oh, no, that's too easy. Their space mission that went off course. Come on, it's easy. That one's easy. That one's easy. British TV questions coming soon. Yes, Spanish. Absolutely right. Lost in Space. Do you want some British TV questions now? Yeah? Yeah, should we do some British? Okay, we're going to do some British TV questions, all right? That's very easy. Yeah, that's too easy. Right, I'm going to give you this one. In which British TV game show can you see Paul Sinha? In which British TV game show can you see Paul Sinha? One in, Will Robinson. One in, one in. Come on. In which British TV? Correct. Correct. Yes. Rich T and the Spanish get it right. Absolutely. Next question. What is Strictly Come Dancing called in the USA? What is it called in the USA? Come on. Come on. Who's going to be first? What is it called in the USA? It's all gone very quiet. Old Spunk. Yes, Rich T. Dancing with the Stars. I like Spanish's answer. Old Spunkers dancing. Fat cunts dancing. Brought to you by Pfizer. Okay. Next question then. No, that's easy. That's too easy. Okay. Which British sitcom is the catchphrase, listen very carefully? Come on. Easy. Who's going to get it first? Who's coming through first? Hello, Nubin. Oh, Snake's lost his internet for 5 minutes. Correct. Pete got there, and so did Mascara and Manda as well. Yep. Correct. Well done. That's too easy. Which actress played Violet Crawley in Downton Abbey? Newbie, hi. No questions on Swedish TV shows. No, you can set some up if you want, Newbie. I might give you some guest tunes as well, still. Come on. Which actress played Violet Crawley in Downton Abbey? No one knows. It was Maggie Smith. There you go. I've given you the answer. Okay, yeah, I know. Load of crap in it, some of them. Here's a difficult one for you. Yeah. When did Coronation Street start? What year did Coronation Street start? Yeah, the thing is, Nubin, right? You're surprised so many, but that was on the day when we didn't have the internet. So that's why these are quite old questions, and yeah. So Miss Blue Sky says 1975. Starfish says 1885. We've got a 62. They're all wrong so far. Dinny says 64. Kendo says 65. Amanda says 66. You're all wrong so far. Come on, mate. There's not many years left. And Mascara lost the internet again. You need to go and find it, Mascara. Come on, what year did Coronation Street start? So come back to you. No one's got it right so far. No one. Nope. 1960 was the answer. There you go. No one got the answer. Are we done with that? Should we do some more guest tunes? Come on. Let's do some more guess the tunes, right? Random. Here we go. Let's have a look. Here's one. So these are 80s questions. I hear a lot of stories. I suppose they could be true. All about love and what it can do for you. What's the name of that tune? Who was it sung by? And what was the year? I hear a lot of stories. I suppose they could be true. All about love and what it can do for you. Yes, Spanish. Give that man a medal. By whom? Who was it by? And what was the year? Yep. Fergal Sharkey. Yep. Yep. Correct. James. Yep. Fergal Sharkey. Spanish said yeah as well. What year was it? Miss Blue Sky says 87. Wrong. Correct, Rich T. 1985. Bang on. That's how to play. I don't need that. Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise. This world that I've found is too good to be true. Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise. This world that I've found is too good to be true. Come on. No, Miss Blue Sky. No, Mascara Snake. Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise. This world that I've found is too good to be true. Yeah, Amanda gets it right. By who? Who was it by? Who was it by? And what was the year? Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise. This world that we found is too good to be true. No, it's not Heart. No, no. Yes, Snake. Amanda. Yep. Troopers. What year? Come on. What's the year? Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now by Starship was 1980. Come on. $1980 what? No. No, sir. No. 87 is correct. Kendo Taylor. Kendo's got it right. 1987. Is there another question on this one? Okay, next. Bands won't play no more. Too much fighting on the dance floor. Bands won't play anymore. Too much fighting on the dance floor. Welcome aboard, Chris. Glad you made it. Bands won't play no more. Too much fighting on the dance floor. Yes. Ghost Town, Spanish. Yes. By who? No, Spanish. It wasn't Fun Boy 3. It was the other one. Specials, yes. And it wasn't 1984 Mascara. What year was it? What was the year? He died, didn't he, this year? '81. Correct. Manda, I think, has it. 1981. Correct. The Mundo. Yes. Okay, I'm going to do one more. It's always tease, tease, tease. You're happy when I'm on my knees. It's always tease, tease, tease. You're happy when I'm on my knees. It's always tease, tease, tease. You're happy when I'm on my knees. Yes, The Clash, Spanish Chicken, Rich Tea. Okay. And what was it called and what was the year? Yep. Should I stay or should I go? Thanks, Rich T. And the year was 19 what? 80 what? No, Mascara Snake. The clue is in it's an 80s quiz. 1978. No. No. No Nubian. It wasn't 80. Shh, darling, I've got to let you know. Yes, Spanish Chicken, 1982. Well done. Well done. Do you want a few more, or should we just call it a day now? Let me know. Should we call it a day? Should we call it a day? And we'll do an after chat, shall we? Should we just call it a day? Yes, no, we've done. All right, they're all coming through now. Like, Chris, how was your crucible, your snooker visit to Sheffield? How was that? Was it good? Do you want any more, or should we just call it a day now? The show we've done an hour and a half of me just throwing a show together, bringing the community together. 80s were good times, says Nubian. More. 80s were good times, Nubian. You're right. Call it shit. Call it. Snooker in Sheffield was awesome, says Chris. Come on. Do you want any more? Or should we just call it a day and have a little after chat amongst friends? There's only 80. Well, there's 18 of us watching. yeah, once again, today we've covered some health news. We've done some trivia. I told you about me meeting Ron. It was wonderful. Um, we've talked about Jason's flowers. If you want to contribute to Jason's flowers, please do so. The link, I will put the link in once again. There we go. If you want to contribute, please do so. Thank you, Manda. Nice one. Keeping people together. That's very nice of you. Thank you. That's all I'm trying to do here. Is just try and keep the community together. You know, don't forget we've got Pete and Cookie on Monday and Pete and Cookie on Wednesdays as well. And Steve is back as well. Now, Pete and Cookie, I still think are on Odyssey. So find them on Odyssey. And the other one, who I keep forgetting what it's called. Someone tell me what it's called. And you have Steve as well on Odyssey on Thursday. Hopefully Steve's getting his internet sorted out, because it was a bit hit and miss, wasn't it? His internet last Thursday, if anyone watched the show. Yeah, so that's it. Let's mystery show. Yeah, the mystery show. It was such a mystery that it kept going off and on. If anyone doesn't know, Steve Tagoose got his mystery show taken off of YouTube. He was just about to start. I don't know what's happening Friday. There was talk of possibly a Raconteurs news show. I don't know anything about it. No, so keep your eyes peeled. There may be something. There maybe not. Maybe Jimmy will be doing a show. I have no idea. So we'll have to see what happens. I believe it was Jason's birthday on Friday. It would have been Jason's birthday on Friday. So bless him. Thank you for doing the show. Nubian, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you for your support. Again, just trying to keep people together. It's a really difficult time at the moment. I mean, personally, I'm going through some difficult times in my own life as well. I've got some stuff going on, but this is about this community. This really is. Oh, I forgot to tell you that I was doing some gardening in my partner's garden the other day. Look, I lowered the look. Can you see that? I wasn't committing suicide. I lowered the hedge down by 3 feet. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It took 2 days. She had a monster hedge. Last year, I lowered it down by about, how tall was it? It must have been 30 feet tall. And I lowered it down to about 15 feet. So now I've lowered it down by another 3 feet. So it's now about 12 feet tall, something like that. Leylandi. They are a bugger. They really are a bugger, Leylandi. And they get their revenge as bad as Rambo. Or just before you go. Use a hedge cutter? No, Spanish. You can't use a hedge cutter to bloody chop the top, to chop it down. You can't. That's to cut the sides down. But if you want to lower it down, why don't cheesemakers play board games? Because they don't like following rules. What did the president say when a man threw cheese at him? How dare he? What do witches put on their bagels? Scream cheese. What do you call a snobby criminal going down the stairs? A condescending. What's a pirate's favorite cheese? Cheddar. Where's Paula tonight? Where's Paula? Oh, this is good. What do you call two monkeys that share an Amazon account? Primates. Oh dear. Oh, there's still 17 people watching. Why do bees have sticky hair? Because they use honeycombs. What do you call cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. And that's enough. That's enough. All right, that's enough. I'm not going to say any more. I'm not going to do any more. That's it. Done it to death. Thank you all for watching. It's been great. Let's put the link so people can be offended by Dinny in the after chat. I'm just going to put the... Thanks, Newbie. Funny jokes. Yeah, they're my cheesy jokes, Newbie, that I got. Hey, and someone sent another payment into Ko-fi. Buy me a Ko-fi. That's very nice of you. Thank you very much. We've had 2 payments during the show, which is lovely. Thank you. Would you like an update on where we are in terms of money, in what we've raised so far? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, so we're up to £211. Thank you all so much. That's really kind of you, everyone who has contributed. I really, really appreciate it. So there's the StreamYard link. It's up there. Remember, we can have up to 10 people in the StreamYard, including myself. So 9 of you can join me, and I will try and manage you all in the after chat. Please join us, okay? And that's about it, really. I don't know what's happening next week. Let's see what's happening next week. Watch out, please, everyone. And thanks again for watching. Please thumb up the show. If you're not a subscriber of my channel, please subscribe and stay up to date in this lovely community. You're lovely people. Thank you for watching and thank you for supporting me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I shall see you all probably next week sometime. Okay. I'm going to end the broadcast now. Bye-bye.